I have my crown apple right here on the rock.
I have some water.
Oh, okay. Looks like you're drinking out of like something you put a potted plant in.
You know, I'm starting to realize that, but it looked like a cup. And it was in the area where the cups were. So I just thought I was like, oh, good, a big like mug without a handle. Like honestly, I feel like it's more like a soup bowl.
It looks like a soup bowl, yes.
It's perfect for water though, because it's like enough where you don't have to get up every 5 minutes. But it fits in the hand so easily, and I love a ladybug.
So where to begin? Have you talked about your favorite, the cat lady, Carole Baskin?
Oh God, now she's bisexual.
Cat lady loves cat. How about that? Too
And
easy, right?
you know what? That husband gave me leotard. Didn't that husband give you leotard?
A little bit.
They just enjoying that dead man's money, going to one swingers club after another.
Well, I'm glad she came clean about, her truth. Let's hope she comes clean about allegedly killing her husband, one at a time, one at a time.
Oh, you know what? She's telling us basically, look, you can send me to jail. I'll be fine.
Oh, I think I had my scissors today. Oh, I do. It's just a long time. It's been a long time since we've done the scissors.
Oh my God.
Anyway, can you enlighten me on like Natalie Nunn versus, I'm guessing, Tanisha Thomas or something? I hear they're beefing back and forth, like the Bad Girls Club. Have you heard of that?
I know Chinely Nunn from Phaedra's Family Values. Remember when Phaedra was a Phaedra Braxton?
Really? Natalie Nunn? Like the one with the chin?
Natalie Nunn, the one with the chin, Lunell, the one with the scalp, and Phaedra, the one with the fraud. They all came on with Tracy Braxton because the sisters wouldn't film, but Tracy had bills to pay. And Tony don't let her borrow no money because Tawanda stole $200,000 from her.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I heard that they're trying to start some Bad Girls Club reunion and they got into it, but I just don't care enough. So I just thought maybe you were familiar with that drama between them because they've been going back and forth. I think they started bringing kids into the situation too.
I don't like Jay Leno and I don't like her.
Okay, that's fair. But you did speak of the Braxtons, and I just wanted to know, will you be reviewing Braxton Family Values? I just saw the trailer for it.
No, I don't think making fun of serious issues is...
Well, I don't think it's gonna like be the whole season, is it? Because I see that somebody's getting married and there was drama there.
I'll pick and choose. The thing is, the punishment of looking at Braxton Family Values, like, do we really care at this point? Like, they were whining for more money when we had stopped caring. I thought the first 3 seasons were cute, but then it got old. Tracy's never gonna get over the fact that they left me in the 90s to become has-beens. The only one worth a damn is Tony. 2 out of 5 are scratching and surviving, hanging in a child line. The only reason Tamar has is because she married rich and was the most popular on the show. And the second Vince went broke, she went out.
Okay.
I might peep at it, but I can't make any promises. It's just, I remember watching the last season. It's just very tedious. Like, they really beat the same dead horse over and over again. How many times is whatever their name is, gone cry over stuff that happened 20 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten old for me. I think it's gotten old for everybody, but I might peep. I haven't watched her other show. I haven't been interested in her and Tracy Chapman. So I figure, the channel's been plugging along without them so far. Maybe we can keep making it. Let me know in the comments, y'all. Do you want me to review it or do you want Chris to review it?
No. That's
So you just
that's his wheelhouse, not mine. I you know, I'm doing other things. That's not my ministry. That's yours. You do the love and lockups. You do the what is it that show?
Love
Uh,
and Marriage Huntsville.
well, that too. It was something else. Like it's a whole Zeus. You do anything that's on the Zeus network. That's your wheelhouse. That's
But they might want to hear from you, sweetie.
okay. Moving on. What about this show that you're going to review? New York is having a reunion on VH1. Now, this seems pretty interesting. Like, basically, the I Love New York is going to have a reunion. VH1 just recently announced it. Vivica A. Fox is going to be hosting it. And she's bringing back some of the favorite contestants from the show. This was a long time ago. I can't believe they're bringing back the contestants too.
Well, how else are you going to have a reunion without the contestants?
That's true, but I'm pretty sure that was like it felt like 10 years ago.
Longer than that.
I know. That's why I'm just like, damn.
I mean, we're in that nostalgia mode. I think it's a good idea. I'm surprised Vivica doesn't have anything better to do. I mean, they need to start picking people like us to host things like that. Vivica, you know what? But I guess she is like an auntie, and Mona for sure can't host a reunion. And if I have to look at Nina Parker one more time, I'm gonna scream.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, Vivica's shady, but she always thinks she's funnier than what she is. That's what I would say. I like her, but it's like, girl, you can deliver a funny line. You can. I've seen you do it, but you can't write one.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If you could, you would.
And I just thought, like, people love New York. Like, she's like the meme queen. Like, she was the first, like, real black female, like, reality star. Like, she was before Nene.
She was. She was before Nina.
Like the true HBIC. So I just think people still love her. I think she deserves her own talk show. I think she still got it.
I
And
think
unlike Nene, she can carry a show on her own.
now that's true. That is true. She can carry a show on her own and did for many years. And I think that her web show, Brunch with Tiffany, it seems to be doing well. It got a second season. And so I think that she's finding her new niche, but I think that you're right. Like she still has the goodwill of the people.
Yeah. So you mentioned Vivica A. Fox. That made me think of LisaRaye McCoy. And I heard today that she is starting an OnlyFans. Did you hear about that? I know you did.
Well, I would say if she wants to give us the auntie stripper moves that the cat daddies deserve, then let them. And I would say this girl charge $50.
Oh, I did my research. I went on her OnlyFans. I didn't purchase y'all, but it's going to be $20. $20, and that's fine. She has 2 million followers on Instagram. All she needs is like what 100,000 followers on OnlyFans, and that's a good check.
That is a good check. Now, I wonder if she's going to be like, let me show you how I used to pole dance. But you see, Lisa did that lazy, slow pole dancing. Now you got to get on the ceiling like the girls of P Valley. Shake it, put your heels on the ceiling while you bust it wide. Holding on to that pole, then you let it slide. I really could have been a rapper.
I mean, I really do think you should make jingles for companies, though. Now, I figure LisaRaye could like channel her character in Players Club and just go off of that. What was her name in Players Club?
Diamond.
Diamond. Okay.
Although in real life, she gives more glass.
Cubic zirconium.
Um, I would give her a topaz, a semi-precious stone. Semi-precious. Precious is still in the title, darling. Just semi.
Now, we do have another story about LisaRaye McCoy. I'm trying to say her whole name so I don't say Issa Rae by accident.
Mm.
But yeah, so she was on Vivica A. Fox's podcast. And they just giving everybody a podcast lately, aren't they?
Mm.
So she's again talking about her confrontation with known ankle face Stacey Dash, from the single ladies era. So again, she's talking about this confrontation and she added a little bit more tea to it. So we know that, they had a confrontation on set.
Wait. She is still out here whining about a fight that happened with the canceled show. Wait, hold on. Let me do my research. When was Single Ladies canceled? February 18th, 2014? 6 years ago? Oh my God, Stacey Dash done aged 2 decades, and you still out here whining about the fact that you got into a little kerfuffle with somebody even more irrelevant than you? God,
Hey,
are you Janet Huber's cousin?
ooh, she does. She is a dog with the bone. Yeah. Maybe she'll get over it like Janet Huber did.
Child, I mean, Janet needed to do that to save her soul because, like, you never see her anymore.
Not her soul. Oh my goodness.
Soul, career, tomato. Well, no, really, because if you're that angry with somebody for no good ass reason, for that many years, 15, 10 years later, you just, hey, and you know what? I mean, come on. Come on. I could understand saying it wasn't the best experience, but that was a decade ago. But I mean, like the venom and the vitriol, no, that eats you up inside. You're gonna have an ulcer or gas at least.
And it ages you.
Hmm.
Mm.
I wonder who Stacey Dash is mad at to go from looking like Stacey Dash to an ankle.
um, so basically, she was saying that Dash didn't tell anybody at the time that a man was in town that she was seeing, and she was frustrated when the day shoots were going into the night. So it was like 2 a.m. They were still at it. And then for some reason, she didn't want to deliver her lines or something like that to LisaRaye or whatever. She didn't want to look her in the eye or something. LisaRaye went over the Stacey and just like, girl, just say your lines and just tell them so we can go home. And then Stacey pointed her little, her bony finger in her face and said, you can't tell me nothing. And that's when LisaRaye said you could hear a pin drop and she went Southside Chicago. She told Stacey, if you don't take your mother effing finger out my face, and that's all that she needed to say because by the time she said that, Stacey took her heels off and ran to the dressing room.
Wait, that description is so Dion from Clueless.
Yeah, I say so. So then I'm guessing the extra T is she said the next day, Dash showed up to the work site with a security team. And then she was wondering what was going on, and production said, "Oh, what's going on is you. They brought them for your ass." And then she was just tripping, and she was saying, "Oh well, I just had to be a professional," and she continued filming.
And there's no extra tea. That's the same story I heard. She just likes to tell it every 5 minutes. You know what? She truly isn't on tea. Just come around telling the same old story. Come here. And let me tell you how I cussed out Stacey Dash. I mean, I'm just so happy that moment was a crowning achievement of your life. Now, what would really be a crowning achievement if you could be on a show that goes longer than 7 seasons? Why don't you try that? Lisa, try it. Vivica, you need to be looking for some work too. You out here hosting I Love New York reunions. You hosting reunions at 50? Child, they need to start giving this stuff to the kids.
Right?
I mean, and we the kids, like, come on now.
So moving on, Marlon Wayans tells Tiffany Haddish that she was never cast in any of his movies because she was, quote, always on 10 and needed to mature. Now, I find this interesting because Marlon Wayans is basically, well, Tiffany Haddish is basically a female version of Marlon Wayans, I think. If
You
we
know,
go back to Marlon Wayans' early career, he was wilding too.
I would say, how are you behind the scenes? Because
Okay, maybe that was the thing.
I would say, like, he is a Wayans, so he grew up knowing when to turn it on and when it's time to conduct business. And I think Tiffany is like that all the time. Remember that Beyonce, remember she talked about, I know who did Beyonce. I ain't even
Okay.
gonna say nothing bad about Beyonce. I just brought that up where it's like,
Oh, well, she's a topic today, so you got your chance.
oh, okay.
She is a topic today.
Really, what did she?
Unfortunately.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Ivy Park. Oh, yes, I've got to give my thoughts. I mean, yeah, she's done something worth criticizing yet again. But
I
if Beyonce invited me to a party, I'd go. But I would know, like, you don't say anything that happened at Beyonce's party. You don't even tell anybody you went to Beyonce's party. If you were there, you know. And if you weren't, you don't need to.
And I'm sure Tiffany, like, she was acting like this in her 40s. So just imagine how she was acting when she was like younger in her 20s, So I guess that's a good point she raised. But she does, like, on camera remind me like a female version of Marlon Wayans. But maybe like behind the scenes, she was always like wilding out or whatever.
Why are people thirsting over Tyler Perry?
Oh my God, I saw that picture. I saw that picture. I was like, girl.
Y'all have been inside the house too long. Too long. Y'all done forgot what men's look like. Oh my goodness.
When I think of it, I just think of Medea lifting up that moo with a strap on.
Oh God.
I know, right? I just how much money does it take for you to get, pegged by Tyler Perry? How much money would it take?
Honey, I'm sorry, the sound went out. I think we need to restart.
Are you serious?
Can't hear shit. We'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so just in airline news, I hear Southwest Airlines are now going to be filling up middle seats starting in December, which is unfortunate because I love my leg room and I love my space. So, now they're going to be filling up middle seats because they lost 1.2 billion so far since all this started.
Nobody's going nowhere, no way. Stop trying to pack a plane. That's going to make people even more nervous to fly with your dumb ass. Invest in clean energy. See, y'all was lazy and too reliant on gas and OPEC. That was your issue. If you had figured out how to use solar power or wind power or get some nuclear fission batteries, you could actually have a successful business. But oh no, not you lazy, trifling honkies.
Well, this is a good segue then. People have been wilding out on planes lately. We have two viral moments that have happened this week not even on Spirit. Can you hear that? Not even on Spirit. Like, it's been on like decent airlines. Like, the first one was JetBlue. Now, this story was crazy. There was this man in a Burger King hat, y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all saw it on Twitter. It's gone viral. It's a man who was sitting in his seat in a Burger King hat, a honky, by the way. And this was a flight in Jamaica. Going back to the United States. And he got into it with a Black woman, and he called her a N-word B in front of everybody. And he started spazzing out. And if you see his picture, if you see the video, you'll be like, yeah, he's crazy. He's very crazy. And You got to have some balls to be in Jamaica on a flight, going back to America. So he gets wild on this plane. He starts cursing out people, saying like, "Oh, that NB, she need me in the stomach." People like, "You deserved it." So then he started just saying, "I'm from South Africa. I can say the N word," and he starts shouting it. He starts repeating it. So then people tried to fight him. People tried to jump him on the plane. Some passengers on the flight tried to jump him. And then he cursed out the airline flight attendant as well. So finally, he was taken off the plane by Jamaican authorities and he was placed in jail there in Jamaica. So God help him. God help him.
Oh my God, he gotta call the embassy. Like, that's not, you see, I don't even like to travel. It's just you be really quiet and you just try not to get noticed.
Right. And then the second viral airplane story that happened this week was on a Delta flight from Miami to Atlanta. And this Black woman slapped the shit out of this flight attendant for telling her to put her mask on.
I saw that. I was like, why are you getting so buck on a trip you should be driving anyway?
I just don't understand. Is it really worth being put on the no-fly list as well as being arrested?
I mean, if you hit a flight attendant, you are going to jail.
Period. I'm just glad, I've been traveling a little bit and safely during this whole time, but I'm just glad nothing has really popped off in a bad way. I never want to be in that type of situation ever.
I would not mind recording because I would know to turn my phone to the side so I could get everything. And then I try to get an interview after the fight. I saw you whooping ass. I saw you whooping ass. Would you like to tell the camera about it?
I don't know. I just feel like the fights on flights, that should be its own show, actually. But I feel like fights on flights have been increasing ever since this whole thing has happened.
I think acts of public outrage in general have been increasing because people don't like wearing masks, people are freaking out, things are uncertain, the government is a pile of steaming garbage.
So I'm sure you heard this story of Tyra Banks, and it was a rumor that she said she didn't want any housewives on Dancing with the Stars since she was executive producer of it now. So then everyone was coming for her. Everybody.
I want to know, one, who started that rumor, and two, who was dumb enough to believe it? They've had housewives on Dancing with the Stars before. That's not going to change. She said, I read that story, and she said, I don't even have casting power like that. I don't have beef with the housewives, and she's never had beef with the housewives. Nene's come on her show. She's been on Nene's show. She's been on Bravo Andy's show several times. That was just the dumb. I was just like, where did they get this from? Tyra ain't got beef with nobody but Naomi Campbell. Now, I would say, I don't know if Naomi would come on the show. I don't know about that. But
well, Naomi is still a working model. That's one thing. No shade to Tyra at all, but Naomi is still working. Naomi is still booked.
Naomi is still Naomi.
She is mother of the supermodel world. That is what a supermodel is. Bethany Frankel had a problem with that, what Tyra said. And she mentioned something too about, she was being catty a little bit, but she deleted her tweet when she found out that, it was just a rumor.
Yeah, I don't know why Bethany would believe that. And Bethany, your lazy, frail ass ain't going on Nobody's Dancing with the Stars. You're too rhythmless.
Exactly. But yeah, her publicist came out and said it was 100% untrue. She's a fan of the Housewives. Bethany Frankel acknowledged that she deleted the tweet, and she said if Tyra wants to come on my podcast, she is welcome anytime. She has built a successful brand on her own in her own way.
Okay, that was mighty white of her.
Mighty white of her. Adele is hosting Saturday Night Live, and I'm kind of excited about it. She's showing off that new body, and I think Adele is really funny in real life. Like she's funny.
I think. Oh wait, hold on.
I'm also disappointed. Oh,
Hello. Yeah, I thought I had some fucks coming. Are they outside? Next week? My fucks won't arrive for Adele being on Saturday Night Live until next week? Really? Well, honey, go on and cancel the order. It'll be too late then. Yeah, I know. It's fine. No, go on. Put it on credit. Put it on credit. I'm going to need some later. I didn't already spent it. All right. How are the kids? Okay, good, good. Give Emily my love. I'll talk to you soon, honey. Bye.
Alexander Rodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Well, my fucks are present and accounted for this Saturday Night Live coming up, because usually they're not there. But I love Adele. She's not singing, unfortunately. Her is going to be the guest, and I just gotta say, Wendy Williams was coming. You don't even. Well, you must share the same feelings as Wendy Williams, because Wendy Williams was shading the fuck out of her. She was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be Adele and someone named her, like some girl." I'm just like, that is a Grammy-winning artist now. Like everyone knows who her is. She's really like she sounds really good. I'm not like a fan, but I appreciate her artistry. Apparently, you look like you don't give any type of fucks. But I just thought it was, rude that Wendy Williams was like coming for her.
Well, I mean, her name is her, so it's like she just wants to put out her music and, don't want us to really look at her or pay attention to her. So her can go. Sorry to that her.
I tried.
I haven't heard anything from her that is impressive.
I like that one song, Baby, Can You Focus on Me? Like, I love that song, and that's it.
Mm. Maybe I'll listen to that. I'll see if I can get something out of her.
That's one song that I love from her. And she has another song with this cancel R&B artist. His name is Daniel something. I know y'all gonna correct me in the comments, but yeah, his name is Daniel.
Daniel Caesar, the one who said we shouldn't be mean to white people. Mean to white people. Because we formed organizations to hunt down and damn near exterminate people. That's what we did as Black people, being mean to white people. We set up systematic oppression to be mean to white. We did we do that? Or did they do that?
We did. He was being a white apologist, and with his full chest saying, y'all can cancel me if y'all want to. And we did. I haven't heard from him since.
Ciao. Bye. We're
now on our Beyonce segment. So you let me know what you think about the new Ivy Park line. Like, I think it's cute. Nothing I can wear in that, honestly. Like, the colors are a little bit, too bright for me. I love my black, my blue, and my grays. But yeah, I think it's a cute line. I think it's polished. I like the little rollout that she's doing. It comes out October 30th. I thought the line was clean. I thought it was really nice. So what do you think?
I think you should get one of the crop tops.
No, I don't need that. I'm just gonna be a cheerleader for her music and her entertainment skills. I wish her well though on this venture of selling clothes through Adidas. Speaking of crop tops, that's my name for tops that are under 5'8". Crop tops.
Oh my God.
Oh, you don't like it?
The first thing that's coming to my mind is, why are you coming out with spring colors in the fall? That doesn't make any sense. This is like Adam's Family Values, when Morticia looked at Debbie and said, "You've stolen Fester from us. You've enslaved him with some odd sexual spell. Oh, this I could forgive. But Debbie, pastels?" It was that moment. It was just Jesus, like October 30th and pastels, green, spring color. Oh God, I knew you were tacky. I knew you were tacky. Jesus Christ, I knew you were tacky. But what the fuck is this? Oh God, this one green outfit. Oh, okay, she got a little mask incorporated. This is definitely getting, now that's something. Oh Lord, what, the more and more I see, why am I getting a Gabrice and Gabrissy tee? This is some shit she would wear. Oh good Lord, what is this? Did Gabrice design this? And then you got a business suit with the Adidas sleeves. What the fuck is this? Oh hell, oh God. Okay, the yellow bodysuit is cute. I will give
I
you.
like the tan one, like the nice little like the tan color one.
I hate a biker short. I hate a biker short. I don't want to see a biker short on a man or woman. It just, no, I hate a biker short. Okay, the little lesbian outfit is cute. So the two yellowish limey outfits, that's like, stud and femty. Oh Lord, oh my God, the blue bathing suit is cute. What is this sock heel shit? Jesus, what the fuck? Oh God.
You have your opinion. So moving on. I'm just waiting for the album and the new music. Hopefully next year. Let her get her Ivy Park money. I'll be there waiting on, fix your face, fix that face. I will be voting tomorrow, October 24th. If you're in New York, find your polling place. It's different from what your regular one would be on election day. So yeah, if you are in the New York area, you can start early voting on October 24th until November 1st. Be responsible. And I'm not even gonna say vote for Joe Biden. I'm just saying that. I told you, like, I'm doing a new show where it's like C Diggy Talks, where I have a guest over.
Mm-hmm.
My last show, we did a season review of Lovecraft Country with one of my friends, and then my next one is going to be,
Oh, I saw the finale finally. What did you think? I was so
I
like,
thought it was shaky. It was shaky.
when he was dead, I was just like,
Well, I felt like I felt like it was inevitable, and I think they were talking about just sacrifice or whatever. Like they were giving us hints and clues or whatever about it, so it didn't bother me with that. What bothered me was with the flashbacks or whatever when the Asian heifer was doing like the whole nine tail shit.
mm-hmm.
We missed all that stuff that happened, important stuff that went by in like 10 seconds. Like if you missed it, like that, like I felt like they were kind of rushing it. And my thing is like, it's hard to wrap up a series, especially a good series like Lovecraft. Like, look at Ryan Murphy. He rarely gets it right with finales. Rarely. And I mentioned that on my show, my episode.
He rarely gets it right after episode 6.
But I would say maybe 20% of the time he ends it right. Like season 1, 2, 3, 6. That's it. So far for me. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I don't think the finale was bad, but I'm glad they opened it up for season 2. I wouldn't mind if we had one. They can go into different areas, like we know they can do the multiverse plot. Marvel's doing that where, maybe George and Atticus is alive in a different universe.
Mm.
Or they can do the story with Dee. I wouldn't mind if they start with her because she has had a journey. Like I said it in my review of the season, like they put that girl through the ringer. She lost her dad, she lost her best friend, she lost her mom, she lost her arm. It was like Precious. Like you saw in the movie Precious, they threw everything at her.
Yes, they did.
And huh?
I never saw Precious.
Oh goodness. Okay, well that's fine.
It looked too depressing.
It was depressing, but they had some iconic moments by Monique. You have to see it.
I feel like I've seen it in clips, and it's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to see poor Black people. I like Gabourey Sidibe on American Horror Story and Empire.
Okay, that's fair.
Like, I like her as an actress. I just didn't want to see that.
But yeah, like the finale for Lovecraft, it was really polarizing. A lot of people didn't like it. Some people did. I think the season as a whole, I would still give it an A. Like it was that good to me. It better sweep the Emmys or else.
I'm going to give it a firm B plus.
I'm gonna give it an A. Like it was almost an A plus, but it's just a solid A. But back to what I was saying, like, with C Diggy Talks next week, I'm doing like after I voted, I'm just doing a special political episode. I have my best friend on there who has, a doctorate in political science, and we're just gonna talk about that. And yeah, check it out on my channel, C Diggy1.
And the link will be below, so make sure y'all tune in and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell.
Thank you. So it has been confirmed that the Fast and Furious will end at its 11th movie. Like,
Why?
11.
I mean, why stop? People like the crap. Like, just keep going. I mean, like, you've done 11. Like, you can just go on. We're into beating dead horses. Just keep beating that dead horse. The star of the movie died. You didn't let that stop you. You won't let good taste stop you. So why let anything else stop you? Go on and get your money. You depriving poor. Now, what's Jody going to do for work? Tyrese need a job more than anything. If you stop making these movies, he ain't going to have shit and get on Instagram and get on our nerves. So I'm begging you, please, to give him something to do for 4 months out of the fucking year. Keep making these movies.
Well, unfortunately, it's not going to work like that. They're going to stop at 11. This franchise is in its what 20th year. Like the first Fast and Furious came out 20 years ago, which is crazy. And then they said like the final one, they might end up in space because they've done everything they could with this movie, so they're going to end up in space.
Don't do that. Don't ruin
like,
it. Not space, not space, not space. Come on. They don't know how to do space. Really, it's like, oh yeah, we're going to tinker with the engine and go faster. No, they do not need to go to space, and you cannot drive in space. No space.
I mean, hey, they might have multiverses. I don't know. And they might start up another franchise.
Oh my God.
So, last but not least, I just wanted to say about Housewives commentary for last. Did you know in the Potomac episode that just aired that Charisse was at that party and Bravo edited her ass out? Like she was sitting at the table that they were talking at, and Bravo edited everything about her out. Did you know that?
No, but that's quite petty. Sounds like Bravo.
Yeah, like I'm guessing they didn't want to pay her.
Oh, that's true. It might. Well, I mean,
because if she did it, that means they're going to have to pay her.
I don't know how it works when you're not even a friend of the show. Like I don't even know if she was getting a day. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day.
Well, they intentionally cut her out. Like what she was wearing was already, grounds enough to cut her out, but they cut her out regardless. when Candace was having that situation, and Ashley was coming for her with her mom and her husband at the table. I just thought it was crazy. I was like, and this is the first episode where Monique wasn't in it at all. So I'm guessing this is her punishment for putting her hands on Candace.
I mean, okay, you're going to send me to my resort so I can hang out with my husband, my kids, and my fabulous African parent. Oh, God. Oh, what a punishment.
I just noticed at the end, I was like, oh, wow, Monique wasn't in this episode at all. I'm guessing that was her punishment because she's going to be on the next episode. But I'm guessing, okay, a 1 episode penalty.
She probably won't be on the cast trip either, and that'll be 2 or 3 episodes. If they use you for an under 5, they probably don't have to pay you for a full episode. Like, you probably have to be in a certain percentage to get your full pay.
Right. Well, we'll see you sooner than the next fight on the flight.
Yeah. And we'll see you sooner than Carole Baskins' new girlfriend.